This Cape Rugby TV feature is brought to you by Score Energy Drinks.
St George's Rugby Football Club has been talking to us for years. In fact, if I remember correctly, St George's Rugby Football Club was one of the very first clubs on the show with us, going back many, many years. But the chairperson of St George's Football Club right now is Janine Lange. Janine has been very busy, hands-on, for years at St George's. And as you know, we spoke to Janine a few weeks ago about their outreach project at Gastro, which is, of course, where St George's is located. And back on the line with me now, Janine Lange, chairperson of St George's Rugby Football Club. Janine, it's great to see you again. You look fantastic in your St George's top.
Thank you, JP. How are you doing?
Yeah, Janine, thank you very much. Doing well. I think, as we said the last time, it's one day at a time, one foot in front of the other foot.
Yes, it is so, because especially in these difficult days and times, yeah, we take it day by day and see what's happening tomorrow. And from there we go forth again.
Janine, the last time we spoke to you, you were busy with your outreach project. We know that you carry on doing it. You've been doing this for years. You're so good at it. Over the years, we've seen you doing soup kitchens, and you're doing kiddies parties and Christmas parties and end-of-year functions. For the fans, the viewers that are watching now tonight for the first time, just tell us, what did you do the last time that we spoke?
Okay. I'm sure about now, you know, we started the soup kitchens in 2006. We had only about 4 ladies then. Currently, we have about 16 ladies working in the different areas here in the Strand community, right up till to the people there sitting outside by the police station, in their tents and stuff there. And for the past few weeks, we've still been busy making food, handing out food, and whatever we can do or lay our hands on to reach our community.
Let's stay on that just for a second, Janine. What type of things is it that you were doing there? Because if I remember correctly, the important things like the ingredients that was going into the pots was really what you were needing at the time.
Yes, JP, that is the most important, the food, the ingredients to start your soup or your food with. And it's actually so a shame, if I can say it like that, that people hear the cry, they hear, but they don't participate or reach out for assistance, you know, especially in this trying time. People find it difficult out there.
What's coming next now? And again, the same question: how can people help?
Shapey, the main thing is there's food. Like the ladies handing out the food and soup all day. There's some people in the different areas cooking soup, food, whatever they can get to make the community happy. They give out. So food, and that is a everyday thing. The different ladies who's doing that. And like every Saturday, we're also doing soup kitchens and handing out food parcels, whatever we can get to give out. And it's not only for the community, there's club members and maybe even somebody's neighbor who's in need of something. So it's time stuff out there, very tough.
Yeah. Janine, also the last time we spoke, you mentioned about utensils, cooking stoves, pots. Is that also still something that you're looking for?
Really, we do need big pots, JP. That is a real need in our community for the ladies to use. And also the ingredients. I mean, if everybody who's listening or can respond with something small, it can make a big pot of food or can reach out to all the ladies to carry on, because the ladies also out of their own pocket to feed the community out there.
Yeah. Janine, we're obviously talking about, you mentioned the last time also staple ingredients, the easy parts, the non-perishable components that make up a solid meal.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So that will be like your maize meals, your maize meal, rice, your tin foods, yeah, all those kind of things. Your soup mix, soup split peas, That's the main ingredients to feed people or your community out there. And especially if you make a pot of soup, it can fill up to 200 tummies for the evening or for the afternoon to give something back. And I say a lot of times we're so privileged in our houses. We have our lights on, we have our hot waters and things. There's enough food in the fridge or open the cupboard and there is a loaf of bread. Where there's a big need outside. I mean, if you give the people just a packet of rice and maize meal and sugars and a tin fish, they're so grateful, they're so thankful. And really want our members, community members, club members, and whoever can participate in this must reach out because we are very blessed.
Janine, are there any sponsors or shops or anything of the sort that whose name you maybe want to mention?
JP, we have one main sponsor, and then the rest is coming out of the community, as I said, and family, friends who don't have a choice. If I ask them, they will give. So I'm very grateful for a few people who's always hands-on and willing to assist, especially in these trying times. We are, as I say again, we are very blessed as people that we have enough, and there's people who's especially now during these rainy days, who ask for a blanket because their blanket rained wet or it's wet now or something like that. So it's difficult.
Janine, just then again for anybody that wants to contribute or get involved, I'm assuming again the best way to reach out to you is on the Facebook page, and of course they can reach out to us on the WhatsApp line here and we can pass on those details.
Yes, I'll appreciate that, JP. Anytime they can call me and they can be sure that their money or food will be well spent or will go into the correct areas where it's well needed. And yeah, that's the biggest thing, as to keep the ladies also happy, to give to them to feed the community. Yeah. We'll appreciate that a lot. Thanks.
We'll leave it at that, and we'll say to you again, thank you very much for all the work that you're doing all the time. It doesn't go unnoticed, and I hope that everybody there is really showing their gratitude to you every day.
Thank you so much, JP, and thanks for being on the show. Thanks for having us.
There we go, folks. Janine Lange, of course, chairperson there at St. George's, the Lulu Boys. 079 690 3550. Please feel free to get in touch with us, and we can pass the details on to Janine and her team at St. George's. As she mentioned, anything that can be contributed, staple foods, groceries, maize, rice, veggies that can go into those pots will really go a long way.
This Cape Rugby TV feature is brought to you by Score Energy Drinks.